I'd fallen asleep reading one of those dead wife novels, the kind where the heroine is gaslighted, dumped, has her kid murdered by her own mom, never defends herself, and finally jumps off a roof. Great. Silence of the universe. I sat there staring at my phone like, am I some kind of masochist? Apparently yes, because I woke up inside the book as Serena, the doormat herself, 5 seconds before the dramatic, white moonlight X returns scene. Last night, I'd lain awake fantasizing about face-slapping every last creep. Looks like dreams do come true if you're petty enough. Right now Joyce's manicured hand is swinging toward my cheek. In canon, even my birth mother pressures me to hand Adrian to Brianna, the love child my father spawned with his mistress. Joyce's grand plan, raise the homewrecker's kid with saintly grace, win the girl's heart, and call it the ultimate victory over the other woman. Toxic nonsense. Good thing I'm not the original Serena. I don't do martyrdom, so the instant Joyce's palm slices the air, I sidestep. She eats carpet, face first. Ow, she howls, rolling over to jab a finger at me. You dare dodge, you wretch. Not in the script. I can practically hear Destiny's gears screech into reverse. Brianna hurries to help Joyce up, radiating sugar-coated kindness. Sis, take your anger out on me. How could you shove mom? Classic Bri, innocent eyes, arson tongue. Joyce's glare could fillet me. Brianna outshines you in every way. Joyce spits. She and Adrian are soulmates. If you hadn't seduced him 3 years ago, they'd already be married. The Caldwell title belongs to her. Wise up. I slow clap. Such finely crafted lunacy. Why not vacate your own van spot for Brianna's mom? Dad and his mistress were soulmates too, inseparable. I hear. Joyce's face goes full liver purple. Brianna steps forward, righteous despite zero ammo. How can you talk to mom like that? I smirk. Forgot to roast you. Your mom's a homewrecker. You're a homewrecker. Must be hereditary. Did evolution skip your branch altogether? Honor, shame, ever heard of those? Once the words fly, the trio freezes. Adrian's gaze drills holes in me even though I haven't looked at him once. Brianna's lower lip trembles. She grabs my hand and drops to her knees. Big sis, I'm sorry. I can't get over Adrian. You've monopolized him for 3 years. Give him back, please. Tears sparkle on her doll face, fragile as spun glass. Adrian's heart shatters on cue. He hauls her up and hugs her, eyeing me like I'm roadkill. Enough, Serena. He produces the divorce papers. Sign. I wronged Brianna back then. I own it. Such fake devotion. Cute. I've got the script memorized. Sure, I chirp. You leave with the clothes on your back. Kid. Bank balance. Real estate. Cars. All mine. I'll pass on the company. Spreadsheets give me hives. Done, Adrian says, frostbitten. No hesitation. I scrawl my name faster than a Black Friday shopper. A single second's pause would disrespect the money. Back in the real world, I was wage slave number 783, clutching a $4,500 paycheck. Now I'm a loaded divorcee with a villa and a bun in the oven. Even birthday cake turtles don't grant wishes that wild. I practically shove the papers back before he changes his mind. Adrian and Brianna exchange moonstruck grins that murdered the original Serena. Not on my watch. As I hand the documents over, I accidentally bump Brianna's purse. Contents scatter. Oops. What's this? A pregnancy report? I wave it under Adrian's nose. Congrats, sucker. She's knocked up and hunting a birth certificate. Enjoy the silence once reality hits. His smile flips to ice. Brianna panics. Adrian, listen, it's not what you land. You conceive supersonic fertilization. Girl, respect. I cut Brianna off. She snarls, shut up, Serena. This is between us. I stick out my tongue. Oh. Triggered. I know. Breathe. We've all heard of a baby before marriage scams, but same-day delivery. Prime perks. Joyce steps in, waving damage control pom-poms. Adrian, don't let that witch poison you. Brianna suffered abroad. She had no choice. Remember, you broke her heart first. Joyce narrates. Brianna silently cries, picture-perfect tragedy. I'm almost moved. Almost. So I poke the bear again. Funny. Rumor says she eloped with Alex, your half-brother. Adrian's eyelid twitches at the name. Yep. Daddy Caldwell's bastard. The one his dad wanted to crown heir before Caldwell got divorced and booted with nothing. 3 years ago Alex was the hottest successor in town. Maybe he and Brianna are still plotting a comeback. Good luck with that. That was the only reason Brianna came back. Once Adrian learned the truth, he was eaten alive by regret. He personally sent Gushao to prison and tormented Brianna until she begged for death. But the female lead could never come back to life. All the rage and injustice I'd felt while reading that plot line detonated inside me right now. Who's spreading lies? Who's slandering her? You know damn well who slipped her the drug. Want me to walk you through your little pharmacy run again? Or should we march down to St. Celeste Hospital and run a DNA test to see whose bun she's actually got in that oven? Every sentence I took another step toward Joyce, backing her into the wall until her face was the color of old milk. I'm not the original pushover who swallowed every insult for the sake of a family. I feel zero affection for these people, and I've got zero problem airing their filthy laundry, waiting around for the male lead to wise up and repent. I'd die of old age first, and I sure as hell am not going to kill myself just to give him a redemption arc. Joyce and Brianna were so stunned they couldn't even stammer. Adrian stared like I'd sprouted a second head. I rolled my eyes so hard I nearly saw my brain. Frankly, you owe me a thank you. If I hadn't dug up that pregnancy report, Mommy and me here would be scripting a "Who's your daddy" spectacle and sticking you with the bill. Your mother is one sharp woman. How did she produce a walking cell phone like you? A zombie would take one bite of your brain, spit it out, and curse. Yuck. Romance novel rot. My disgust was on full blast. In the book, the heroine refused to divorce for the child, so Brianna used her little parasite as a wrecking ball, prying Adrian and the heroine further apart. Later, when the heroine's son needed emergency surgery, Adrian was busy holding Brianna's hand through a fake fainting spell. The heroine's own mother, ancient evil in orthopedic shoes, deliberately fed the 2-year-old right before anesthesia. The baby aspirated and died. Her excuse: how was I supposed to know it was dangerous? It's not like I did it on purpose. Xavier looked so hungry I couldn't help myself. Blame the heavens for punishing you, karma for stealing what wasn't yours. Some things were never meant to last. She damn well did it on purpose. Brianna had a threatened miscarriage, and a fortune teller, hired by Brianna herself, claimed the heroine's kid was bad feng shui for Brianna's fetus, so grandma poisoned her own grandchild. After the funeral, the heroine finally signed the divorce papers and left the Caldwell family. Adrian felt a twinge, but still spent every spare second pampering Brianna. He didn't even notice when the heroine died. On the day of Brianna's baby's 1-month bash, he called the heroine. Phone off. He texted, "It's been almost a year, enough sulking. Brianna is your little sister, and she personally invited you. If you don't show, how will she save face? Until I countersign those divorce papers, you're still Caldwell. Throw whatever tantrum you want, but remember who you are." Reading that chapter 1 almost threw my phone through the wall. Give me a baseball bat and 5 minutes, justice served. Dead spouse redemption genre. More like reader rage inducement genre. The heroine was a sewn-shut purse, stab her and she wouldn't even yelp. The hero, allegedly a genius CEO, played puppet to a $2 damsel's act, plus a mother who'd guzzled feudal Kool-Aid, dissing her real daughter while polishing the homewrecker's halo. Every toxic trope cranked to 11. Well, guess what? I just transmigrated into that doormat, and I'm upgrading the script to full tilt psycho bitch. Adrian's aura dropped 20 degrees. Face set, brows locked, eyes bloodshot. He drilled Brianna with each syllable. Is she telling the truth? Brianna shook her head so hard her extensions nearly took flight. No, Adrian, it's not what you think. Before she could finish, my son Xavier padded downstairs, sleepy-eyed, hunting for me. Mommy, he cooed, voice syrupy. My heart melted into a puddle, just like the book promised. A squishy marshmallow of a child. Xavier, Mommy's right here. I scooped him up. He spotted Adrian and brightened. Daddy. I immediately covered his eyes. That's not your daddy. That's trash. I carried him toward the door. Listen, Munchkin. Not every random male gets the title of dad. Someone who won't love his own kid needs his head examined, and maybe an MRI. Halfway out I remembered. This is my house. Why am I the one leaving? I pivoted. Let my gaze sweep across the 3 parasites in my living room. Disgusting. All of them. I bit back the bile. You have 3 seconds to vanish from my eye line. Adrian stormed out in 3 long strides. Brianna sprinted after him, sobbing. Joyce threw me a dagger glare and the classic, "You'll pay for this" line. Bring it, hag. I'm a transmigrator. Your move. A few days later I ran into Adrian at St. Celeste Hospital. Joyce was dragging him toward the inpatient wing. Adrian, thank God you're here. They say the abortion surgery could kill her, but she insisted, for you. She almost died on the table. My heart skipped a beat. Brianna is that hardcore. Risk death just to terminate. No way. Another Oscar-worthy performance to milk his guilt. Look, here comes the sucker now. Joyce rattled on, "She wouldn't let me tell you. Back then Gu Shao forced her. She's always loved only you. She's suffered years of imprisonment and abuse. And when she finally came home," Joyce sniffled, half convinced by her own fairy tale. "Blame me. I spilled future plot points too early, tipped them off, gave mother and daughter room to rewrite history. Maybe Brianna did have rough years, but kidnapped sex slave is pure fiction. After Adrian's dad was cleaned out in the divorce, the money tap shut off, luxury evaporated, blame landed on Brianna, and life got ugly. She couldn't take it anymore, so she fled back here, still pregnant by Gu Shao, planning to hand Adrian the paternity hot potato. True love. My foot. Adrian marched blindly ahead until he nearly collided with me and Xavier. Eyes much. He frowned. Why are you here? Then he noticed the 4 drip in Xavier's tiny hand. Panic flickered. What happened? He reached to touch him, sidestepped. I snorted. None of your damn business. I kept walking. Silent mantra on loop. Moron. Big on. Moron. Big on. I'd brought Xavier in early. The plot says he has a congenital heart issue. Catch it fast. Treat it faster. No way I'm letting anyone murder this angel with snacks. Adrian cared enough to follow. I have the right to know. I'm his father. Joyce latched onto his arm like a barnacle. Adrian. Brianna's waiting. If you don't go now she might. I cut in. Exasperated. Hear that. Hurry or your precious darling will flatline. Even tofu has a brain. But you. Keep swallowing their crap and your good leg will be the next thing they scam off you. I speedwalked away. Refused to waste mental energy. If drama knocks. Open the door screaming. Joyce exploded. She grabbed my sleeve. Screeching. Bitch. I'll tear your lying mouth off. What did my Brianna ever do to you? You want her dead. Is that it? Shameless slut. You ruined her. If she dies I'll take you down with me. I was holding Xavier. Her yank nearly toppled us both. Xavier wailed in fright. This fossil. Fury detonated. I kicked out. Back off. Joyce amped it up a notch, flopping to the ground like a sack of potatoes and howling, ungrateful little beast. You dare hit your own mother. Aren't you afraid lightning will strike you dead? God. I can't go on. I thought, crap. I've riled the psycho. Mom. Brianna burst through the ring of gawkers. Great. Another one. I'd apparently poked a hornet's nest of crazy today. Brianna was in a hospital gown. Her face paper white. Eyes red. Mom. Are you okay? Let me see if you're hurt anywhere. Joyce grabbed Brianna's arm, beat her own chest, and squealed like a stuck pig. Yen yen. Mama can't take it anymore. I raised this ungrateful brat and this is how she repays me. The second this drama queen duo teamed up, a chill shot from my heels to my scalp. Honestly, I regretted it. I should have kept my big mouth shut. Brianna saw the crowd thickening and immediately turned on me. Sister, you stole Adrian, cost me my baby, and now you hit mom. She gave you life. How could you? The Caldwells are old money elite after all. Adrian plus the Vance sisters had once been headline gossip. Drag it up again and every bystander, clued in or not, wants a hot take. They whispered how shameless big sis was, drugged her brother-in-law, crawled into his bed, married him, had his kid. I finally got it. Brianna was milking the scandal. She'd lacked an audience at the house, so her real acting chops hadn't shown. Today she finally had a stage. That bulletproof face of hers and her knack for muddying the truth. I almost had to applaud. I opened my mouth to retort when a booming voice rolled in. Well said. Then Caldwell, Adrian's mom, strode up. Tailored cheapo stitched with white camellias, jade jewelry, stilettos, regal and dripping class. 40-something, but barely 30 looking. Every inch the poised lady, Joyce's polar opposite. Caldwell planted herself beside me. She first checked Xavier in my arms, then lifted him away and snapped at Adrian. You dead or what? Beautiful. I'd been dying to yell that. The jerk had been standing there like a stump. No eyes. No brain. Or maybe that white moonlight ex of his was the only thing in his field of vision. Scumbag. Only then did Adrian take Xavier. Mom, when did you get back? You should have let me pick you up. Oh, I wouldn't dare trouble you. Caldwell looked at him like he was a moron. She pivoted to Brianna, looked her up and down, and asked, you're this eager to fawn over somebody else's mom. Don't you have one of your own? Savage. A true powerhouse who shreds trash men for sport. Joyce didn't dare keep wailing. She scrambled up, smiling sheepishly. My dear in-law, there's been a misunderstanding. Zip it. We're not friends. Caldwell grabbed my hand. My Serena signed the divorce papers. From now on our families are strangers. But my dear in-law, you can't say that. We still have Brianna and Adrian. Caldwell cut her off. Honestly, Joyce, you're the person I admire most. Only you could love a homewrecker's kid like your own. That lit Joyce right up. Proud as punch. She actually thought it was praise. She beamed. It's the least I could do. Brianna's such a good girl. Oh, and I hear her mom's pregnant again. Probably a boy this time. Congratulations in advance. Lucky you, sons and daughters without the labor. And the ones you did birth. You don't give a damn. The pivot was brutal. The whole crowd, me included, snorted. Joyce's face flickered white, then red. Caldwell muttered, I've seen foot binding, but brain binding. Hard to kill Chingera relics. Huh, come on, Serena. Consider them all dead and let them rot. Yes, Mom. I nodded so hard my cheeks ached. With a thigh this thick to hug, I can strut sideways for life. Who needs a man? We strolled off, gabbing like besties, upgraded from mother and daughter in seconds. Then Adrian piped up. Mom, I haven't signed the divorce papers. We snapped our heads in perfect sync and found him trailing us with Xavier. Matching eye rolls followed. Whatever he was hinting, my darling mom wasn't buying. She curled her lip, then signed fast. Don't block me from finding Serena a better man. She patted my shoulder. This time I'm personally vetting trash like this. Pass. The apple doesn't fall far from the cheating tree. So help me. This woman is my real mother. A mom who deserves a temple. The original novel barely sketched her, just a ruthless powerhouse who cut down her cheating husband and his side piece. She'd even urged the heroine to divorce. Back then the old Serena had feelings for Adrian and refused. So Mom stopped pushing and stayed abroad. My arrival bent the plot, and now she's here. Mom, don't mama me. I couldn't birth a heartless son like you. Marry whoever you want. I won't interfere, just stay away from Serena and Xavier. Adrian slunk off under the tongue lashing. I don't care what happens between him and Brianna next. Xavier's illness is all that matters. The doctor said we'd caught it early, optimal surgery window. I signed instantly and told them to schedule the OPAR. In the novel the condition hadn't surfaced for another month, by which point surgery was high risk, and then the old witch schemed. This time I'm on war footing. Brianna and Joyce are banned from Xavier's floor, and Adrian often gets blocked too. I can't gamble on whether his feelings for Brianna might make him stupid. Joyce showed up twice, both times to butter up Caldwell. Tough task. Her husband's dumping her to marry his mistress. Yet she's still sucking up for Brianna's sake. A model wife and mother indeed. The sycophants fawn to her face, then laugh behind their hands. Idiots like her are one in a million. Xavier's operation went flawlessly. Recovery zoomed. A month later he was discharged. I'd lived on pins and needles, terrified I couldn't flip the script. According to the book, Xavier should be dead by now, and my ensuing depression would soon kill me. Thank heaven. Turns out going feral neutralizes every dirty trick. Another plotline also accelerated. My biodad Victor's divorce from Joyce hit Riverdale. Originally, that lawsuit happened after the heroine's death. Joyce would end up with nothing. Even Brianna would turn on her. Only then would she remember the daughter she'd birthed, recalling how cruel she'd been to her real child for that ungrateful brat, and dissolve in regret. Finally she'd burn down the Vance, dragging the whole clan to hell. Satisfying ending, except the heroine was already dead, even witnessing every last apology. What's the use? Dead is dead. Riverdale Day. I sat front row as Joyce lost the case. Victor had long since siphoned off the family money. She walked away empty. Zero scheming. Head stuffed with virtuous wife maxims. She'd never considered divorce while her husband chased skirts. Proud of her own big-hearted tolerance, until the day he served her papers. Outside the courthouse she lunged at Victor, shrieking, "Victor, how could you? I never objected to your women. I even raised your bastards. What did I ever do wrong? Why divorce me?" It felt as if her entire world had shattered. Despair was written all over her face. Victor, predictably, didn't waste words. He stated it plainly and no. "You never wronged me.